The role of the finish judge is to determine the position of every rider that crosses the finish line. The resources, we're very lucky here at the Worlds because we have our general stationery that we carry around with us all the time that all commissaires would have. But in addition to that, we have Tissot timing at this event where we have the finish camera, and we also have the transponders, and we also have satellite navigation on all the vehicles, so we can really locate riders everywhere on the circuit. For the start of these races, I'll be there 2 hours before. I'll have all the paperwork. We get the printed start sheets from Tissot Timing, and that we can work through, make sure that we've got really simple things like a texter to sign on the board. I supervise the sign-on. We have a good team. We have the timekeeper will assist me. So the sign-on is making sure that every rider signs on the board and only signs in one square. Sometimes riders will not turn up themselves and want one of their teammates to just have a quick scribble in their square. So we have a checklist to then make up who are the non-starters. They can sign on from 1 hour and 10 minutes before the event, and sign on closes at 10 minutes too. In some races there'll be a judge's vehicle. I'll get in with usually Commissaire 2 because they're in the front of the race, and they can get far enough in front to bring me down here and drop me off before the racing catches them up. They'll also bring the timekeeper with them because the timekeeper has to actually start the clock at the start of the race. So Com2 will probably bring us through to the finish line, drop us off, and then we can start setting up our office. So during the race, we're basically tracking the riders. And the front group goes through, the timekeeper will start their watch, and we have a cut-off of 15 minutes. So I'm in charge of that if a rider has to be pulled out of the race. All commissairings, it's a team effort. So no one person is any more important, except for the PCP, than any other. So I can't do my job without the timekeeper, and our job is made an awful lot easier to have the Tissot timing here. In a race like an NRS race where we'd only have a normal timing van, we still work closely with them. We're in their van with them, trying to find out where riders are at different points in the race to make it a bit easier for us. 1 lap to go, we're all nervous. The timekeeper will be down there and ring the bell, and that gets a cheer from everybody. As the riders cross the line, I'll personally call every rider that I possibly can as they go over the line, and you have a tape recorder, and also the timekeeper will be taking down numbers for me. So we do our own manual visual recording. I then revert to Tissot, check their top 3, possibly top 10. I then message that to the PCP. The PCP will then see if there's been any problems in the sprint or any problems out on the road. He then confirms those, so then I will pass those on to the race announcer and the media. Then my job really begins. I'll sit there and go through with my list of finishes and with the transponder list of finishes and look at their camera and clarify that every position has been recorded correctly. I'd say the 3 most important things for a commissaire to have is they have to plan well ahead, they have to have a keen eye to detail, and they have to go through everything methodically, and also not to get flustered. Thank you. I've filled many roles over the years, but being chief judge, I think, to me is one of the best roles I've ever had. It's working with the team and all the information that's available and everything that you can call upon to help. But I just love being around the bike races.